While I was growing up, I always had a fascination with anything scary. My parents let me watch horror movies at a very young age, and from that point on, I would seek out anything that might provide a scare. By the time I reached high school, this thrill-seeking had left me rather desensitized, and my newfound love of science made it harder and harder to be afraid of ghosts or the monsters under my bed. This is why I dismissed all the stories about our supposedly haunted auditorium for the first 3 years I attended my high school. In the second semester of my senior year, I ended up in psychology due to a scheduling issue. I didn't mind much. The teacher was nice, the class was interesting, although too easy, and I sat close to Dylan, a longtime friend of mine. Since we were both bored most of the time, we spent the hour chatting about what we had been up to lately, good times on swim team, and our fears about our rapidly approaching adult lives. He became more than a friend, but a brother to me. One day, as the class was finishing up a test, he asked me if I knew anything about the guy who died in our school's auditorium. I told him what I knew, that some kid was screwing around one night and found a way into the school, and then out on the roof. Him and his buddies had been drinking. I guess from the auditorium, there used to be a ladder that would drop down from a shaft on the roof onto the stage. He fell down that shaft and broke his neck. His friends ditched him, and the police said his blood alcohol content was pretty high. I was about to tell Dylan that I thought the story was a bunch of bull when the teacher overheard us. By now, most of the class was listening, so our teacher addressed everyone. With a deadpan face, he said the incident was terrible. He elaborated a little on my story, but the thing that made me nervous was how serious he was. He was the kind of teacher that liked to joke around, but not this time. The entire class was still. I believe the story now. Not the haunting, not yet, but the story. Afterwards, I turned back to Dylan and asked why he wanted to know about it in the first place. Because, he said, Max, Ian, and I are sneaking in tonight to check out the auditorium, and we wanted to invite you. The auditorium, a place once made so comfortably familiar by years of performing in the school orchestra, was now dark and foreign. Each creak seemed ominous, and the darkness seemed to eat up all the light cast by our mag lights. Despite my friends, I felt alone. My fingers fumbled across the lighting booth, feeling for a familiar switch and flicking it up. The spotlight kicked on center stage. It was bright enough to lift some of the heavy darkness off of the seating area. We sat down in the second row with our feet on the backs of the chairs in the first row. We looked around, sitting in silence. Time felt slow. None of us knew what to do next. Perhaps another minute and we would have gotten up and left. The spotlight turned off. The darkness was overwhelming. Then we heard it. A loud, solid thud followed by the shattering of glass directly in front of us. The acrid smell of gin hit my nose. The spotlight switched back on, illuminating what hit the stage. Someone, clutching a bottle of alcohol, was sprawled in front of us. The spotlight filter switched to red, cutting most of the light in the seats. We ran. We ran from